we're going to transition over so that they can see. All right. So let's see if YouTube picked up that we're doing anything extra. Yeah. It says offline, but it'll stay online here just a sec. Okay, so it started again. All right, Howard. So thank you for coming on again for this. I'm very sorry to everybody that was in the live stream before and in the chat. I'll do my best to take questions, and hopefully we won't have an issue like that again. But so Howard, I was just talking about the nationals and stuff like that, and doing the team nationals and U.S. nationals for Rock Cup. So what? How's that going? Are we getting a lot of signups, or we don't know anything yet?
We're getting a trickling. It's I didn't expect everybody just to jump out and start signing. Honestly, it's people don't generally sign up immediately for things. They like to think about it, especially with teams. You've got to go and coordinate a little bit. And I also think people are waiting for the prizes to be announced. So that's coming really, 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 really soon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do we? You don't have any idea about that, or you're still trying to work out the details?
I the last 5 days have been horrendous for me. And what I mean is I worked yesterday from 7:30 in the morning to 1:30 at night. Um, the day before, I was 8 to 8. The day before, which was Sunday, we were at the con all day. Saturday, we were at the con all day, and then Friday was we were busy then too. And what it is it just seems like we're getting all this product in. Warlock Tiles was released by WizKids last week,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had Fantastic Four released this week, and that's just WizKids.
Yeah.
GW did one of the biggest since I've been in the gaming business. Since I've had a store, the biggest release I've ever seen. And it's just killing us. I mean, our store was piled. I don't know I know you watched some of the stuff, and I've had stuff piled in the store. We cracked cases and had to list cases and take pictures and organize. It's just been
Oh yeah,
crazy.
I saw all the pictures on Facebook, man. You guys were stacked and packed there with new products and stuff like that.
Yep, and then we've got a big event coming up this weekend. So it's not WizKids' fault. I wanted to talk to him on Monday and
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, which is and Wednesday, and I did talk to him a little bit this morning, and we were going to try to talk this afternoon. But I think the next conversation locks the pricing down. But I already know roughly what's going to be. I just got to finalize it.
Yeah.
The convention exclusive that we're gonna have that's not been released before. We should be previewing, but I want to wait because actually they're giving me the choice of picking between a few,
Oh,
and
okay, that's cool.
I'm pretty sure I know which one I want, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to wait. And there's also they were getting a little bit of they were getting some answers for me on something else, and but we're real close. I hope that we can announce it by the end of the week. The
Okay.
prize.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, if you want to, feel free to come back on, and we can do a pre-recorded something for that. But yeah, so other than that, how has the unboxings and stuff like that gone for this new set? Everybody seemed pretty happy with it. I know everybody in my area seems ecstatic with their pools and everything so far for Fantastic Four.
Well, the one person in this world that doesn't want to talk about unboxing is probably my wife.
Yeah, yeah,
We like literally we went in yesterday. Monday was spent getting everything out of the way so we could just concentrate on nothing but HeroClix. And yesterday was pretty much nothing but HeroClix from the time we got there, and we cracked and opened and cracked and opened and spread out and everything. I guess the thing I'm most interested in is what everybody is seeing, what everybody's getting. The thing that we the two hardest things out of all the stuff that we cracked, we got plenty of God Dooms. We got plenty of everything, but the figure that was the least, which is very odd to me because it's bringing the least amount of money that we've seen so far on eBay when we're looking at the prices.
Mm-hmm.
But the maker was the one that we had the hardest pulling. We got all the other chases easily, but we were over halfway through our pulling all of our stuff and had not had a maker yet. We were starting to sweat it just a little bit, but
Yeah.
we finally started pulling a few, but we still didn't pull that many. The other one is uh, the Ghost Rider Prime,
Oh yeah.
which that should be a hard one to pull.
Yeah.
I think my two favorite pieces. I'm going to say three favorite pieces in the set right now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the way they look,
Yeah.
is God Doom, the Ghost Rider Prime, and either one of the surfers, either the Prime or the regular surfer. I think those are the best sculpts.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm excited to see them in hand. I only opened 2 boosters because I'm waiting on, I ordered a case from you. We talked about that yesterday, I think. So I got a couple boosters. Probably my favorite thing that I pulled. I was lucky enough to get the Silver Surfer, just regular rare, and I thought that sculpt was actually really cool looking. So I'm excited to see how some of that stuff works out.
So your case got mailed today. So
Yeah.
I expect you to probably have it Thursday.
Yeah, it normally gets here. Releases
I'm
are on
sorry.
Wednesday. It normally gets here
Wait a minute. Wait a
Friday.
minute. Wait a minute. What is today? Today is
Today
Wednesday.
is Wednesday. Yeah, it normally gets here Friday.
Yours shipped yesterday, James. We
Oh,
shipped yours yesterday,
okay.
so it should get there Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, you guys are always fast. That's not me complaining. That's just you guys always ship fast. So, but yeah, so I've seen that, and actually, I don't know what it looks like on anything else, but I pulled the uncommon Human Torch, and out of gold, I thought the translucent on that was actually pretty cool. The translucent orange red. And
Yeah.
the common read, I actually kind of like the sculpt. To me, it's hard to sculpt characters that do like all that stretchy business. So I thought that was a cool interpretation of it.
So somebody just asked if there's a chase in every brick. The answer to that question is there's a chase or a prime in every brick.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was just kind of looking at that too. I was like, I don't know.
Well,
Um,
sometimes more. I mean, we had in fact, when I left the store, one of our players had pulled his. He bought 2 cases. He was real happy.
yeah,
But he had a leopard prime and a chase doom in one brick.
yeah.
So there sometimes you pull multiple. Sometimes you get a prime with a chase, but you in every brick should have at least one prime or chase.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what do you like out of the set so far? I haven't had a chance to look at everything, but play wise, I mean, everybody likes Doom. But what have you like? What do you think is pretty cool, James?
Um. So far, I let me think here. Who do I like? Well, obviously all the Fantastic Four. I really like the Silver Surfer a lot. Who else am I trying to think of? The Common Sue Storm is good. Basically, all the Sue Storms I think are cool with that. Kind of a variation of pulling people off your sidelines. I think people are going to think that that's really powerful. And I see a lot of people trying to trade them away, but that title character Reed Richards, I think, is
Yeah,
somebody that I'm going to be really excited to pull or acquire if I'm able to. I think he's not over the top, you know, great, but I think in the right hands with the right build, I think it could be a really good figure.
I like Blastar.
Blastar looks good too. I think whenever I forget who posted the preview on it, but he seemed good because he could attack and then attack again, right? That was his thing.
Yeah, he's got one free attack. I don't know if I'm
That's
gonna try
I'm
to
pulling
pull
it
him
up
up right
on
here.
the HC Realms right now. The Dial and Evidence thread. He's a super rare. I remember that. It's hard because I haven't. Normally, I
Yeah, he is a
remember things
super rare,
better
but
if I
he has
play
a
it.
special energy explosion,
Yeah,
and he's got good stats. I think he was 150 and 75 or 150 and 100. I'm going to it too.
yeah. Let's see here. These are.
We can look at some of these other dials while we're here
Yeah,
too. I mean,
yeah.
that
That's
was just
fine.
one that I looked. I remember the. Do you remember the? How long you been playing?
I've been playing since. Let me think here. Like Armor Wars, Sinister type era. My very first figure I got was the New Guy Knight Iron Man.
Gotcha.
So that should let you know about when I started. But we still had, I've bought some of every set because we had some the old what would have been considered the older stuff back then. All right, so Blastar, he's 150 or 75.
Yeah.
Frightful 4 keyword seems like it's going to be a good one. Cosmic, Ruler, and Warrior. He's got improved targeting, range attacks while adjacent. That's part of what made him good. Force Blast and Super Strength Charger, running shot, free make a close attack. So you could like kind of, if I'm reading it right, you could running shot in adjacent to somebody, shoot out of adjacency, and then make a free close attack, and you'd knock people back with your Force Blast for your range attack and your super strength for your close attack. Plus, he had that energy explosion
That
where,
energy explosion
yeah,
is really good.
I do remember looking at him and thinking he was pretty good. And at 75 points, I could definitely try him out at 75 points. 150 if it was a bigger bit, like more than 300 points.
Well, he has pulse wave in a few good spots too.
Yeah,
He's got leadership, which helps. But
yeah,
that 12 attack is real strong on the 150, and 11
mm-hmm.
is not bad.
Right.
I like the special energy explosion where it's penetrating to the main attacker and then regular energy explosion to everybody else.
Right.
So, and he's got two targets.
Yeah. And does I'm drawing a blank on it. Does the original does Force Blast, does that couple with the energy explosion?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so you're knocking back all those guys too.
Yeah,
You
you
have
can do lots of stuff. But
yeah.
here's the other thing. It says, where's the energy explosion? Energy explosion. When he uses it, the character's Blastar is originally targeted or dealt penetrating damage. He has two lightning bolts.
Right.
So that means that if he targets two figures,
Mm-hmm.
that both those figures are taking penetrating damage, and then the splash to whoever else.
Yes. Yep.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's good. And then on top of all that, you get to make a close attack.
Yeah, a free one.
Yeah, free
So
one. So that's good there. Then there's Super Scroll. I've been excited for Super Scroll, and we finally know what. You remember there at first, nobody knew what that first starting line was, like the points were for it. So now we know that it's 100 points, 75 points, and 50 points. So that's good there. I don't know if this is right. It says he has the Frightful 4 keyword. Did you see one? Do you know if that's what he has?
I have not. Well, I mean, we had it.
Yeah.
We were just we were concerned about is cracking them,
Yeah.
cracking them as fast as we could.
There you go. Oh, man, that would
Yeah,
be.
but like I said, I did
Yeah.
read Blastar.
Yeah.
Back on Blastar just
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
Here's what's cool. I want you to imagine this situation. It's situational,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be done. So you got Blastar that can do a running shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then he gets the free close attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so picture that he does a running shot against somebody that's on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he does a running shot right up next to him and does the attack, which that's his first attack.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does energy explosion, then it's penetrating damage. It doesn't hurt himself there because he's got impervious.
Right.
So he does energy explosion right next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then the the knockback could do extra damage on the wall. Then he gets a free attack,
Mm-hmm.
close attack right afterwards. So he catches people on a wall. That's where he comes in. If he can get to him in a running shot, that's where he's really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that seems like there's certain maps here that I'm trying to think of where you have like a lot of blocking terrain, and
Yeah.
this guy's gonna be a really good setup for that. I remember looking at him whenever he was first previewed, and I was like, this is good. And Cosmic's a really good buildable keyword even still. So I think this is gonna be good. And it's cool too that he's able to knock back for the just the passive knockback with super strength and force blast, so he's able to do it at ranged and close without doing anything. So yeah, he's cool. And also I think I can't remember what all the Frightful Four people do, but I could see abusing some of those Frightful Four traits and really helping with it. Now I'm interested in what all the Frightful Four people do and seeing what you could do with Blastar. But because I know there was some that would like plus so much to your attack. Like Sandman here. Opposing characters modify damage -1 when making close attacks. Opposing characters modify damage -1 when making range attacks. Let me see here. Modify attack living lasers modify attack -1. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some combinations there that really help Blastar out there. And at either point line, that leaves you enough room with everything being kind of cheap in this set, like being like 40 points ish. Like 75 points or under. You're going to be able to get a little bit of a theme team going.
Yep, that's not bad. This is crazy that I just haven't had a chance to look at the dials. So now I'm actually looking at stuff that
Yeah.
that I opened up and physically saw.
Mm-hmm.
I was told months ago that this set was the most powerful set that was be coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I agree with that yet or not.
Yeah, I mean it seems really strong. I'm not privy to the information about what because at the end of next month we have Maximum Carnage, and then we have the X-Men set after that still. So I'm not sure, but I know this is really strong.
They're more powerful or less powerful. I just know that I was told. I was talking. I'll tell you how it came up. When Rebirth came out, I thought Rebirth was really, really good, and I was told that this set here was much more powerful.
Oh, there you go. Let me see here. Who else was here? Well, like I said, what's his name? Super Skrull's there. He's looking good. Surfer is a good rare. There were a lot of here. I'm just going to start at the commons, and we're going to work our way through. Kind of do, I guess, maybe a mini.
Is me, or is this set got more? I'm just running through it real quick. Is this set got more characters with more starting lines than we've seen previously?
Yeah, and I really like that where they have like the split starting lines. It makes it easier to build with. But then also, I remember, and I've noticed it more nowadays. I remember when they first started talking about doing the split dials, and they were going to say, you got both if you played the maximum, but if you played the minimum, it kind of like was a choice between, do you want a ranged attacker or a close attacker using this character, or like they would almost fill different roles. And I've definitely noticed that they're adhering more to that theme in the newer sets, where it's like if you need a ranged attacker, you do this. If you need a support character, you play it at this point value. So let me see here. Like, all these look good, and I like the commons aren't very complicated, so, as a newer player, when you get them, they're going to be helpful to you. Some are better than others, but I didn't see any figures where in almost every set, there's like one figure where you're like, I have no use for this, but out of everything I've seen in this set, I haven't seen that yet. Skrull Infiltrator, I think, is going to be a really good one. in the commons, where for 20 points it gives you a scroll team ability that you can copy, and then he's got this free. If this character hasn't been moved or placed this turn, choose a standard opposing character within 4 squares in line of fire that hasn't been chosen by this effect this turn. Both players roll a d6. If your result is higher, place scroll Infiltrator in the chosen character in each other's squares. That could be good for like breaking up formations and stuff like that. And on top of having, because of the scroll team ability, the basically 4, 5, or 6 shape change, he also has super senses. So I think that gets him really high up there on his probability of rolling one of those to avoid an attack. So that's a good tie-up figure in my book for 20 points.
That is good.
Yeah.
We got asked a question.
Okay.
Says, what are your sleeper pieces, casual or meta?
Okay. Well, let me see here. Well, obviously that Skrull Infiltrator is one. And let me see here. There's trying to remember names of things that I saw a while ago now. This Spider-Man, I think, number 9. First of all, he has dual target end cap, which I always like. It just suits my play style. And then he has super senses, which is good. Has 2 traits, a new kind of fantastic teamwork. When Spider-Man hits with a close attack, until your next turn, other friendly characters with the Fantastic Four keyword can use improved movement characters elevated hindering. And then his other trait is the new Fantastic Four Passenger 1, but only to carry characters with the Fantastic Four keyword. Once per turn, when Spider-Man is carried and placed adjacent to 2+ opposing characters, after resolutions, he may make a close attack. He can carry or be carried, and if he is carried, then he can break kind of a core game element of no action after being carried and make a free attack, which is cool there. Let me think here. Do you have anybody that you're thinking of right off the top of your head?
Well, he said casual and meta.
Yeah.
I think that I actually think casual. I'm trying to decide if he's meta too. I was just looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like Thing.
Which one?
Casual. In a casual. Rare? Sure. He was the super rare thing. I was just looking at it. I scrolled up to look at what you had.
Yeah, that super rare thing is good. The one that makes Buzz and I forget the other Pog. Yeah, he's. I kept looking at him and I was like, he's the Buzz and Chuck things. So he can't attack himself at first, right? That's his thing. At the beginning of the game, generate a Buzz and Chuck bystander. If your force is Fantastic Four themed team, those bystanders have autonomous symbol this game. Thing can't attack unless Buzz and Chuck are KO'd. But Buzz and Chuck are no joke. The 10 attack, 18 defense with impervious is enough even without the one having charge. The other one has sidestep. One has empower and the other one has close combat expert. And then on top of that, Thing has, for the special on his defense, defend and invincible. So in theory, he's sharing out that 19 defense, right? And then he's got another trait, which is perplex. When Thing uses it, modify attack values by -2 instead of -1. So people are probably, you're going to say, your average attack is an 11. So they're probably going to be swinging a 9 on a 19 if you time it up right. I'll take my opponent needing a 10.
I agree. I think that as far as, I don't know about this fits meta, but this is definitely casual play to the max. To me, this is the kind of team that I want to play casually and run out there, because I would probably run multiple things. I definitely would run Fantastic Four themed. I don't know if I would run all, probably wouldn't run all things, but I might run 3 of them, and then tie in some of the other Fantastic Four. So if you got 3 of them out there, you're generating pogs by all of them.
Yeah.
So you got all these pogs running around, and then if you got something another one of the Fantastic Four that can either carry or TK,
Hmm.
it could get kind of interesting.
Right.
Could be fun. That's my kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, there's also, I'm trying to think how this guy would pair. I know he's not technically in the set, but the Cosmic Clash Human Torch that does the penetrating damage and can kind of carry him around, share that 19 defense,
Yep,
perplex people down.
that would be good. Like I said, if
Yeah.
you have multiples, if you played multiples of them, you could have a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say, as far as meta goes, I'm sticking with Blastar. I think that he's a. I haven't heard people talking a whole lot about him. I keep going back to him. I think he's a really good figure.
Yeah. Blastar is a good figure. I do remember looking at him now. So as far as for me, like I said, I really like the Chase. Uh, what's his title? It's Mr. Fantastic, Fixer of Universe. Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be kind of a covert pick for people, because there's this thing where when he makes, his main shtick is going to be needing to get to the other side of the board to trigger. So he's a title character. For people listening that don't understand what a title character is, it's kind of like a planeswalker from Magic the Gathering. You start with so many tokens, and using extra special abilities, you either add tokens or take tokens away. But just his stat line, for 60 points, he's got the Fantastic Four team ability, 4 range, 60 points, and he has an 11 movement with leap climb, 10 attack, 18 defense with toughness, 2 damage with leadership. And then you get into his title abilities. He starts with no plot points, so you're always working on those. But he has this +1, which is free, outwit, perplex. Until your next turn, at the end of your turn, he'll read Richards, Fixer of Universes, 1 click if he targeted 1+ opposing characters with outwit or perplex this turn. So that's pretty important, because if you use a title ability and you don't attack, you take a click, so it basically gets rid of that negative for using that. Then he's got a +0, which is free if Reed Richards, Fixers of Universe, occupies an opponent's starting area, generate a Molecule Man bystander, max 1. And then, so what Molecule Man has, I guess we'll cover that before we cover his third trait. 0 movement with sidestep, 12 range, 12 attack with precision strike, 18 defense, energy shield deflection, 1 damage with probability control. And he has a trait that's at the end of your turn, if Molecule Man is outside a starting area, KO him. And then Reed has, for his final title character ability, it's a -1, which is convincing Owen to unwrite Victor's Twisted Reality. Free if Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes, is adjacent to Molecule Man, roll a d6, deal that much unavoidable damage to the lowest point character on your opponent's force. You choose if it's a tie. So I know in the past, if things were a tie between things, like neither of them got it, because that's just how that was. But I like how that's there now. So really, it's just, you have 240 points to figure out how you're getting him from point A to point B, immediately producing this, and then potentially dealing 6 clicks of unavoidable damage to their lowest pointed character. And with how important some support characters are and how often they're the lowest pointed character on a force, you could really cripple a team without even making an attack.
yeah, that's pretty. It's a little techie.
Yeah.
But if you can get it down, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out how you're getting all the way over there. But then we've got Skrull, and then we'll look at some other stuff. He's got the trait, at the beginning of your turn, choose 2 Super Skrull, has the listed effects until your next turn. And he has that trait for all 3 of his point values, 100 points, 75 points, and 50 points. So one of the choices is Invisible Woman, Sidestep, Stealth, Barrier, as free but only to generate 1 marker. Barrier, even the one barrier marker free has been one of my favorite powers since they started using it a lot. There's certain maps where you can just shut down whole lanes with 1 barrier marker. Then there's the Thing, who has Charge, Impervious, Close Combat Expert. Mr. Fantastic, who is Plasticity, Super Senses, Giant Reach 4. Human Torch is Running Shot, Energy, Explosion, range of 6. So, on your off turns when you're just trying to move up there, you could pick Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic to give yourself Sidestep, Stealth, and that 1 square barrier, along with Plasticity, Super Senses, and Giant Reach 4. And that's on top of his Printed Toughness and Shape Change that he has on all 3 of his starting lines. And then on your other ones, you could either choose to be a close attacker or a ranged attacker, whichever you feel you need at that. So at 50 points, this is a really good... Well, at any of the point lines, but I'm feeling them at 50 points for Cosmic, Soldier, and Warrior. Possibly Skrulls, where you got an 11 attack for 3 damage, and you can do a lot of... He can fill a lot of rolls, and that's only 50 points out of your build. I don't know if he's a unique. I don't believe he's a unique. So.
All right, looks like we got another question.
Okay.
Which Fantastic Four piece do you think will be played the most at Rock Nationals?
Most at Rock Nationals.
Well, there's an easy piece to go to there.
Yeah.
That would be Doom.
Yeah, God Doom.
Yeah, I think that he's going to be played a lot.
Yeah.
We might see Moloids.
Yeah, I think Moloids being a 10-point monster, right? That's really what they're going to be.
I also think I may see Doombots being played with Doom, but I mean, the Doom's got the mastermind ability, so those Moloids and Doombots are fantastic for him.
Yeah, and you know what? I really like all the like kind of army builders in this set. They all fill a role nicely. We've got the Moloids, we've got the Doombots. What's the other thing I'm thinking of, but I'm drawing blank on? I don't know. But yeah, those both look good. I'm trying to think of who else I think you'd see besides the obvious Doombot one. I do think you're going to see a lot of Super Skrull. I think people are going to try to use him on Cosmic. I don't know what point value they're going to use him at, but I think that's just too juicy of a thing to leave out there and not have a lot of people at least try it.
I can't disagree. I'm just scrolling down here.
Yeah.
This Neat Doctor Doom is not bad either. For that point value, at 95 points, you get run off the top dial. You get running shot and pulse wave, outwit. Defense is a little weak.
Yeah. Hold on, what number is he?
He's another fun one. He's number 21.
20. There it is. Okay.
He's another one because you can play with the Doombots, it looks like, with this.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that's the one with the Doombots, but I wanted to make sure.
And you don't have to. You can't tell which one is which. So you don't know if you're attacking Doom or if you're attacking the Doombots.
Right. Yeah, I always like those kind of mechanics when they have them. And then that he's got that high attack value too.
Yeah, he's good offensively, and like I said, it's a guessing game. Ours, which is always kind of fun. I think he's decent. I mean, his dial's long enough that I don't think you're taking a big chance starting him at 95.
Right.
But I would want to start him at 95.
That's what I'd start him at, and he's got good generic keywords at least with mystical and scientist, and armor is actually a pretty good one too. So you could definitely build around that. I was about to look at somebody, and then I forgot. I think it's Hydro Man. Yeah, Hydro Man, where he's got this poison number 43, 75 points. He's just a rare. Poison Smoke Cloud. When Hydro Man uses Smoke Cloud, Generates water markers instead, and after resolutions, he can use poison at no cost.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Considers opposing characters occupying the water terrain as adjacent for poison. So that's cool. I like that a lot. Then he's got the charge and the shape change, Frightful 4 trait, so that opposing characters modify damage -1 when making ranged attacks that target 1+ Frightful 4 characters. I think people in casual play are going to get a lot of use out of the Frightful 4. I've heard a lot of people talking about those, just because there seems to be a lot of synergy, and I think most of them are 75 points, so you're going to be able to get 4 of them on a regular 300-point team. So you're going to get a lot of bonuses going there.
Be fun to play Hydroman and Sandman together.
Yeah. Who else was I thinking of here? Let me see here. I like the Prime Ghost Rider just as kind of like a non-traditional retaliator, like a non-colossal retaliator. It does cost you a power action to do it, but I think that's a pretty cool ability to have, and really there's not much difference between the 40-point and the 100-point dial in my mind. You get the extra clicks there, but 40 points for a stop click in a colossal retaliator that is a decent secondary attacker, I feel like that's a good investment. Fantastic Four is going to be a good keyword, and Sealed Mystical is just going to be a generally good keyword for people to use.
That Prime Surfer's interesting. It's only 70 points. He's kind of cool.
Yeah, and he's a Skrull. I actually had to look it up because I didn't realize that there was ever a Skrull imposter of the Silver Surfer. I was
you years of Miss Marvel?
Yeah. I was just like, I don't remember.
You don't Miss Marvel, she had hypersonic speed and stealth, and there weren't very many stealth busters at the time.
Right, yeah.
And then she had shape change, and was it super senses or impervious? I can't remember which. It was really ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember that one just being good. But
she had the Skrull team ability. So
yes.
So you had to get through shape change and Skrulls, and if you did manage to hit, first you had to hit her up close. She was tough. She was one of the big meta pieces for quite a while.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that was
Super Skrull had the same thing with the Skrull. Those two pieces I think were the two pieces that Skrull. I don't know if any other Skrull since I've been playing have been used profusely more than those two, or up to those two. I've seen some Skrulls, but those two were used a lot. They were part of the meta. I don't know if any other Skrull ever been part of the meta besides those two. I don't think so.
No, they were normally, it was, if you could come up with a way to combat the shape change and the Skrulls team ability, they didn't really have much going on other than that. But those two had more going on than that. And I think Skrulls have a few things going on for them in this set, so it'll be interesting to see. The only thing, though, is I don't think there's too many keyword manipulating figures out there anymore that would be able to join the Skrulls to kind of help them out, kind of like a Silver Sable. But let's see here. This Silver Surfer we're talking about, for people that don't know, Power Cosmic and Skrull team ability. 70.7 range, which, I don't know, Howard, does 7 range feel like it's kind of long to you? I feel like we're getting a lot of 5 and 4 ranges. So 7's actually kind of long.
7's not bad at all.
Yeah.
7's fine.
Yeah.
What I've been discovering, range has always been a big control thing in games, but it seems to me like we play more maps now that don't let you utilize that range that much, where there's 7 ranges plenty for most of the maps it seems like I end up playing on.
Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot more of the game now that's tied up in map selection than there used to be. But But he has an 11 movement with a special and the flight ability, 11 attack, precision strike, 18 defense, invulnerability, 3 damage with shape change. So with the Skrull team ability, he succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6. He's got a trait, which is when Silver Surfer hits, after resolutions, a hit character can't use protected outwit or willpower until your next turn. So it's the protected where just the P is capitalized and then full caps protected. Then the special on his movement is hypersonic speed and stealth. Both of those powers are good. And then his special on his attack that he has click 3 through 4. I'm sorry. No, clicks. I'm looking at damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clicks 2 through 5 are incapacitate, precision strike, steal energy, but with close or ranged attacks. So you're able to heal up pretty easily. I like this guy a lot. For 75 or for 70 points, he's good. Cosmic is a good keyword. Again, Skrull is good, and we've seen now you can make Spy a named theme team with some other game elements. So this could be a good 70 points is like secondary attacker territory in my mind. So this would be a good shiny object to kind of make your opponent chase around. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's good. How much time we have left?
We got 3 more minutes, it says.
Okay.
Coming up on the first, we have here coming up in the first set of auctions is that Reed Richards Fixer of Universes that we were just talking about. So I think he's going to be good. I think you're going to see some people are sandbagging how good he is right now, and I think you're going to see them use him, or at least try to use him. There's plenty of maps and ways to kind of move somebody around the map. So basically, a couple turns in, you should be good to go to start attacking your opponent with that -1 ability there. Let me see here. Let me think here. I think I remember this being okay too. Okay, so we've got this super rare Wolverine. Seems like he's pretty good too. Fantastic Four, Weapon X, X-Men keywords. No team affiliation according to the Dial and Evidence thread. He's got 3 traits and a special on his movement. First trait is when Wolverine hits with a close attack until your next turn, friendly characters with Fantastic Four keyword can use Flurry. Then his other trait is when Wolverine would be KO'd except by this trait, instead put him on this card with 4 healing tokens. At the beginning of your turn, remove a healing token. Then you remove when you remove the last one, place him on the map on clicks number 6 within 4 squares of a friendly character with the Fantastic Four keyword. If you can't KO him, protected Pulse Wave. So on click number 6, he has regeneration.
Looks like we're about to go.
Okay.
We're going to have to be quiet and let the auction go, James.
Okay.
I'm going to throw this out there for the people that are listening. We're doing 7 auctions tonight, 10 each. I believe it's 7. It might be, is it 6? No, I think it's 6 or 7. I don't know. We're doing sets of 10. Every one of them's got a chase in it. So if you don't see the chase you want, it's going to be coming up. There's tons of super rares, and also we do have the store that you can go to. Anybody needs Doom bots, we got plenty of them. Buy your Doom bots tonight. And we got plenty more on eBay and more in the store. I think I've got like somewhere around 60 or 70 Doom bots.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll for sure hit you up for some of those.
All right. Well, we're going to turn it over to the auction guys, and happy bidding.
There we go.